I was going to die anyway, and so why not go and give it a try?
At 19, Sophie Roberts had gone from a promising ballerina to bedridden, in pain and unable to eat.
Before 2020, I was super active, energetic, happy, healthy. I was at school, loving school, doing lots of ballet. I loved ballet. I wanted to be a ballerina.
Then she began fainting. Soon there were seizures, tremors and periods of paralysis.
I can remember one day not feeling very well, and I went to bed for kind of 2 or 3 days and then woke up, and after that every time I stood up I would end up on the floor, heart palpitations, and we were like, what is this? And it just got worse and worse.
Sophie got sicker and sicker. She struggled to eat.
2023 at the end was when the gastro symptoms started. 1 minute I was fine and the next minute started getting terrible nausea and vomiting after every time I ate and was terribly full, and then the pain all started, and that was very quick. By the time we got to April, I was down to not being able to eat anything. My bladder and bowel had shut down and I had kind of deteriorated rapidly.
Even as her health deteriorated, doctors told her the problem was all in her head.
Everything straight away was, it's just functional. It's just the subconscious of your brain. We don't really know much about it, but yeah, and it'll come right.
But it wasn't psychological. Private specialists diagnosed Sophie with Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. They also identified vascular compressions where blood vessels are squashed, causing pain, nausea and an inability to eat. Back in the public health system, doctors didn't agree.
I was in there for over 4 months. The feeding tube was removed. I was denied total parenteral nutrition, which is nutrition through your veins. So I was without a source of nutrition, vomiting in unbelievable amounts of pain. I got told that I just had to eat and drink, and it didn't matter how much pain I was in or how much I vomited. One day my brain was going to accept food, but they couldn't tell me how long that would take or if they'd had any success with that themselves, treating people like that in the past. I actively thought that they were killing me. It felt like I was being tortured. I guess the only way to describe the situation would be completely helpless.
Sophie and her family decided their only option was to travel to Germany for surgery. She says by then, she had nothing left to lose. And after that surgery, something that had been impossible for months was suddenly possible again.
When I woke up from surgery, I woke up, I could eat and drink completely pain-free, no nausea, no vomiting. My bladder function returned straight away. I got my period back, which is a great sign. I gained 20 kilos back in the first 6 months, was walking. We could probably only describe it as almost being like a miracle. Yeah, a different girl came back to New Zealand from the one that left.
Sophie is one of a growing number of New Zealanders paying thousands to travel overseas for this surgery. While it worked for her, it has not for others. And many experts here and abroad consider it risky and unproven.
Going forward, I think we all need to recognise that this is not right on a basic human to human level, regardless of the politics around this or the controversies around it. Everybody should have the right to nutrition regardless of your, diagnosis, the right to at least be kept alive. I don't want an apology. All I want is to ensure that what happened to me never happens to somebody else again.